Ladies and gentlemen, we are here this evening to award the most competitive states of 2013. State competitiveness is one of the most definitive indices for tracking the development of individual states. Not only does it capture the state challenges and objectives, but also brings forth their relative strength. Our first winner for the evening is the state of Delhi. Delhi is the winner in the city-state category. Delhi has performed well at an aggregate level on demand conditions, reflected by income distribution, demographic spread, and factor conditions. May I now request Srimati Sheila Dikshit, the Honorable Chief Minister of the State of Delhi, to please come on the stage and collect the award from our chief guest. Loud applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the only lady CM we have between us. We would also like you to share a few thoughts on what you think made this win possible.
I'm happy that our philosophy, which we believe in, that when you can see things happening and when you can feel things happening, that's the success of any government. And I would like to say very humbly that we managed to achieve that to some extent because our social sector expenditure is probably the best in the whole country. We spend 75% of our budget on the social sector. The rest of Delhi, I don't have to tell you about, except a few things, that you've got the best, second best airport in the world now. It has so many buses and flyovers and roads and greenery, and the number of roads that we have is equivalent to the coastline of Delhi. So you can imagine what progress Delhi has made. I'd like to thank Mint for having recognized this work.
Moving on to our next award that has been won by the state of Madhya Pradesh in the category of changeover economies. Madhya Pradesh has a strong human capacity and factor conditions. Also, incentives provided by the state have created a conducive environment for business. We now request Shri Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, to kindly come on the stage and receive the award from the Honorable Chief Guest. Many congratulations, sir. Would you also please share a few words with us?
हर क्षेत्र में, चाहे वो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का हो, चाहे वो खेती का हो, चाहे इन्वेस्टमेंट को आमंत्रित करने का हो, जिस राज्य में कभी कोई इंडस्ट्री नहीं आती थी, आज टीसीएस आ रहा है, आज इन्फोसिस आ रहा है, हर बड़ा औद्योगिक घराना और लघु और कुटीर उद्योगों का जाल बिछाने का एक अभियान मध्य प्रदेश में हमने छेड़ा है। लेकिन उसके साथ साथ ये ध्यान हमने दिया स्किल डेवलपमेंट पर। हम अपनी मैन पावर, जो हमारी जनसंख्या है, उसको कमजोरी नहीं, अपनी असली ताकत बनाना चाहते हैं। स्किल्ड मैन पावर अगर होगी तो प्रदेश में भी रोजगार मिलेगा, देश में भी रोजगार मिलेगा और जरूरत पड़ी तो दुनिया में भी रोजगार के अवसर खुले रहेंगे। तो उस अभियान पर भी हमने ध्यान दिया। और जैसा कि शीला जी कह रही थी, विकास दर केवल पर्याप्त नहीं है जब तक विकास का प्रकाश आम आदमी तक ना पहुंचे, जो समाज का सबसे नीचे का, सबसे पीछे का तबका है। देखिए, मैं ये मानता हूं कि इस धरती पर जो पैदा हुआ है उस सबका अधिकार इस धरती के संसाधन पर है। अब व्यवहारिक रूप से सब उन संसाधनों का उपयोग नहीं कर सकते, कुछ उपयोग करते हैं, वो उपयोग करके टैक्स भी देते हैं। हमारी ड्यूटी है कि उस टैक्स में से एक हिस्सा उनको, जो विकास की दौड़ में पीछे और नीचे रह गए, उनको पहुंचाने का काम करें। और इसलिए विनम्रता से वो हम काम अनेकों योजनाओं के माध्यम से कर रहे हैं। मैं मिंट को धन्यवाद देता हूं और मध्य प्रदेश की जनता की ओर से मैंने उनसे ये अवार्ड ग्रहण किया है। आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Put your hands together for the state. The state of Andhra Pradesh is our next winner in the investment-driven economies category. Andhra Pradesh has shown exemplary performance on physical infrastructure, innovative capacity, and depth of firms in strong economic clusters. May I now request Srimati Geeta Reddy to kindly come on stage to collect the honor.
We always have been considering ourselves as the most industry-friendly state. We have the best industry-friendly policy today. We are a very progressive and a proactive state, and a visionary state too. And fortunately for us, even our bureaucracy is just as proactive as our government is and our party is. So therefore, I feel that I would like to say a few words as to what has brought us here today. We do have the best infrastructure among the many states of our country. We do have a very good international airport also. Our roads, our ports, and our airports are really of world-class infrastructure. Today, if anyone has been to Hyderabad, I'm sure most of you have already been to Hyderabad. We are also taking care of the unemployed, making sure that the industry ties up with the unemployed youth. And there is a beautiful program called the Rajiv Yuva Kiranalu, which is a tie-up between the government and the unemployed to make sure that we can at least give them 3 lakh employment every year. Apart from that, I can proudly say that we are the bulk drug capital of our country. We are the pioneers of the single window clearance system. And also that we are doing extremely well in our food processing sector, as well as we are known for our paper, textiles, marines, whatever, marine food. Whichever angle you look at, Andhra Pradesh is doing extremely well. So I really feel that it is something that people can look forward to invest further. We shall always keep up to the faith that you have put into us. Thank you very much, sir. Jai Hind.
The next award this evening has been won by the state of Maharashtra in the category of Innovation-Driven Economy. Maharashtra has presented exceptional performance on macroeconomic factors that is reflected in the state's innovation. The capacity has also nurtured in competitive intensity and diversity of firms. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Shri Patang Rao Kadam, the Minister of Forest, Rehabilitation and Relief Work for the state of Maharashtra.
Maharashtra state has promoted industrialization by providing world-class infrastructure. Maharashtra Industries Development Corporation provides land, water, pollution treatment, enabling globally competitive auto IT and chemical industry to the located in India. Maharashtra New Industrial Policy provides incentives of national industries to be located in greenfield with all amenities including housing. Maharashtra also promoted world-class cities like Mumbai, Pune, Pimpri-Chinchwad, Nagpur and Aurangabad, where urban facilities like road, water, power have enabled to industries to grow. Industries in Maharashtra have also become free of power shortage. Thank you.
Our next winner is the state of Goa in the city-states category. Goa has a well-built infrastructure for a city-state with innovative and financial capacity for providing institutional support. May I request Sri Shrikant Parsekar, Health Minister of Goa, to please come and collect the award.
We are a small state, emerald-like, island-like state on the western coast of India with a population of just 15 lakhs. But this population is evenly distributed across the state. None of our town, none of our city, none of our villages are overcrowded. We have a very good connectivity of highways, by water. Of course, we have one international and domestic airport. We are moving ahead for one more international airport at Mopa. We have a good harbor, Marmagua. As regards literacy, we are 87%. On health parameters, we are doing very well. One more great thing about Goa is, of course, you all know, everybody likes to visit Goa, it being a tourist destination. But we have one more specialty. In Goa, we have common civil code, which treats both men and women on par, irrespective of religions, all in Hindus, Catholics, and Muslims as well. And that is why empowerment of the women is in full swing, not lately, from years back or age long, and woman has been really empowered, and it has helped Goa to come up at a higher level. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Moving on, our next winner for the evening is the state of Bihar in the factor-driven economies category. Bihar has done well on parameters of institutional support, economic growth, and communication infrastructure. May I now please request Mr. Sunil Bartwar, the Resident Commissioner, to please come and collect the honor. Congratulations, sir, and please share a few words with us.
Honorable the Vice President of India, Honorable Union Minister, Honorable Chief Ministers of various states, Honorable MP from Bihar, Mint, the Institute of Competitiveness, ladies and gentlemen. It's a matter of great pride for us to receive this award, which has come after a long and strenuous study of the various parameters on the basis of which it has been decided that where different states stand. I can only say that as a bureaucrat, it has been wonderful working with the present political executive, because if there is good leadership, you really enjoy working. And that is what is happening in Bihar. The same bureaucrats who are there, and when people were frustrated that nothing is happening in Bihar, today things are moving, and things are moving very, very fast. Sir, I am very happy that Bihar is contributing a lot to the overall growth of this nation. And we also take pride in trying to do our best. On behalf of our Chief Minister, the government of Bihar, and the people of Bihar, we sincerely thank Mint and the Institute of Competitiveness for having bestowed this award on us. Thank you very much.
Many congratulations, sir. Thank you so much. Moving on, our next winner this evening is the state of Gujarat that has won an award in the category of innovation-driven economy. Gujarat impresses in the context of strategy, depth of firms that is reflected through diversity and business incentives, which in turn propel growth. May I now request Shri Bharat Lal, Resident Commissioner Gujarat, to please come on the stage and receive the honor from the Honorable Vice President. Moving on to our last award of the evening, it goes to the state of Haryana in the category of innovation-driven economy. The state of Haryana has great communication and administrative infrastructure that reflects the forward movement for the state. Shri Bhupinder Singh Hooda is here between us now. Sir, may I please request you to collect the honor from the Vice President. Thank you so much, sir. Few words.
Honorable Vice President and Honorable Chief Minister Delhi, Honorable other Chief Ministers, ladies and gentlemen, and organizers of the function. I am really happy to be here. This Institute of Competitiveness and Hindustan Times Media team is organizing this function every year. I mean, actually, there's no competition. There can't be any competition between states, because every state has got its own challenges, own circumstances. But basically, there are 4 parameters for any, whether country or state, that is per capita investment, per capita expenditure per person of planned budget, then per capita income, and then mobilization of resources. So I am happy my state, Haryana, is number 1 in all these 4 parameters, and by honoring me, it is not honor of mine, but it is honor of the people of the Haryana you have honored. I am thankful to you and all the congratulations. Thank you very much.
Many congratulations, sir. Thank you so much. I take this privilege to invite our chief guest, Honorable Shri Hamid Ansari, Vice President of India, to address the gathering that is eagerly awaiting to hear him.
Mr. Sukumar Ranganathan, Ms. Neera Kapoor, Honorable Chief Ministers, Honorable Ministers, Excellencies and friends. I value the Financial Daily Mint for its sober analysis and considered views on matters of interest and relevance, and for that reason had little hesitation in accepting its invitation to be here today to participate in and give away the Indian State Competitive Awards based on a joint study by Mint and the Institute of Competitiveness entitled the India State Competitiveness Report 2013. Friends, ours is a vast country of 1.2 billion people, marked by a diversity which is staggering in economic, social, cultural, and geographical terms. While we are unique in terms of having a fundamental unity in this immense diversity, there is no denying that the diversity adds to the complexity of the myriad challenges which the nation faces. Despite our achievements in pursuit of socio-economic development since independence in the last 6 decades, we remain a developing country confronted by considerable challenges of poverty, inequality, unemployment, and underdevelopment, especially in areas of health, education, and shelter. Moreover, the socio-economic indicators vary significantly from state to state, from region to region within the state. This subnational diversity can be explained to a degree by various natural, historical, and contemporary factors. However, the fact remains that if we are to fully realize our core national objective of sustained, inclusive, and equitable economic growth, it has to be through a development process which is inclusive, equitable, and balanced both in social and geographical terms. Otherwise, economic and social inequality at subnational level will become a potent threat to our political union and could also disrupt societal harmony in our republic. It is in this context that the contents of the India State Competitiveness Report 2013 becomes relevant and important. The report studies the diversity of resources, means of production, and types of markets and consumers that help a state become competitive in India and aggregates into a state competitiveness index. It is on the basis of this index that our awardees today have been chosen. The report defines competitiveness as the ability to use factors of production to derive maximum output per unit of input. Given that factors of production such as skilled labor, capital, technology, natural resources are limited and often scarce, the concept of competitiveness becomes all the more important, especially in large, populous, developing countries like India, where resources are scarce and needs almost infinite. In an increasingly globalized and integrated world, competition from within and without is on the rise. Countries like India and their constituent units will have to become more and more competitive by enhancing efficiencies through innovation, adopting cutting-edge technology, and creating conducive policy and institutional frameworks to overcome these challenges in the global marketplace. Against this background, this exercise by Mint and the Institute of Competitiveness to study the comparison between the Indian states on their level of competitiveness attains importance as it attempts to bring out the deficiencies and highlights the positive steps being taken for the creation of growth and prosperity in India and its states. According to the authors, and rightly so, the comparison is not aimed at exposing flaws, but is largely done for benefiting from the lessons learned and best practices in the growth and development process in various states of the Indian Union. The report should benefit policymakers, businesses, investors, and researchers by providing them with an informed assessment of India's growth and competitiveness in the past few years and the prospect for its overall competitiveness in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, we all recognize that each Indian state has its unique set of opportunities and challenges. The states are different in relative sizes, demographics, GDP levels, growth rates, factor endowments, etc. Therefore, any interstate comparison without taking into account their differences and specificities would be unfair and untenable. It is to be noted that this study categorizes the states according to their level of development and desists from cross-category comparisons. This categorization is helpful to assess competitiveness relative to states with a similar level of prosperity and economic development as indicated by their respective GDPs. The result of this exercise is before us. I congratulate the award winners in different categories, particularly the chief ministers who are present in the audience. I am sure that the conferment of the awards would be an added incentive to them for further improving upon the already commendable performance of their state. It will also inspire others to learn and make the effort to join the ranks of the awardees. It is my hope that today's event would contribute in the ongoing discussions on the issues of competitiveness and its impact on inclusive growth. I thank the organizers for having invited me, and I wish you all the very best. Jai Hind.